Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Welcome back, folks. We've got a little bit of an interview we want to get done today because the Q-Man's been on the road. Went to North Carolina, saw a bunch of good folks, a lot of wonderful U.S. Marines, and he's going to tell us about it. So Q, tell the story.
Came out there last Monday, spent a whole week out there, and the first couple of days, wonderful. Bob and Johnny were very kind enough to host us for a couple of days, fed us, let us go fly fishing out on the golf course. On the golf course, fly fishing. We did catch fish too, you see it later. Other than that, we met with Colonel Wayne Morris in Jacksonville and all of his friends, all branches. I was given the opportunity to give a 10-minute speech. And even Sarah got to speak, and it was great because we appreciated our freedom so much, and it's always important for me to say a couple of words to thank them for what they've done.
Now, you spoke at the Marine Corps Museum, but it's not a Marine Corps museum you'd find on the National Register of Historic Buildings, would you?
Yeah, it's a bar. It's where all the Marines are hanging out, and it's called Swanix, and it belongs to, if I'm correct, Sergeant Major Swanix, and he was kind enough to allow me to even conduct interviews on my own, with my own little project about the Viet Nam War documentary. So he was kind enough to allow me to do that. But I got to tell you, the people I met there were wonderful veterans. Currently serving Marines and so on. We had a great time. We were out in the range. We get to shoot guns and we get to shake hands and hugs and just a whole lot of love. How's that? In the right way.
In the right way. In the right way. Now I want you to sit up real straight and show.
Yeah.
You got to show. For those of you who don't know what this means, I want you to Google it and you can find out. You don't get knowledge for free every single day. Today you're going to have to do a little work, but I'll give you a hint. The slash through the Democratic donkey speaks to what those two words mean. And when you look them up, you'll go, exactly! That's just what I think.
Exactly. So, Colonel Morris was kind enough to present me with this shirt. And if you live anywhere near Vietnam, in Vietnam, you fought in the war, you know what those two words mean. And so this shirt, I will wear proudly all the time, every chance I get. How's that? So watch the rest of the video. You'll see the activities that we did. And at the very end of the video, you'll see snippets of interviews of Vietnam veterans, the ones that actually served in Vietnam. And I hope you enjoy it. Also, since my little kids are gonna be watching it and my daughter's in it and you don't have anything nice to say, please don't. Right?
Anytime that you've got a criticism of anything that we say or do on a policy basis, your comments are welcome. If you write in to criticize our families, we're just gonna delete you. So say something nice. As my grandma Gladys used to say, if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all.
Have a great day. Watch the video. Bye.
God bless you. God bless the United States of America. And God bless these proud veterans that you're going to see interviews of. They're wonderful people. They deserve your respect and your affection.
Good morning, Quang. My name is Colonel Wayne Morris, United States Marine Corps retired. I spent 34 years in the Marines. I came in 1961. I retired in 1996. I came up through the ranks from private to staff sergeant. In 1969, I was awarded a Combat Leadership Commission. I had 3 wonderful trips to that beautiful Southeast Asian country, Viet Nam, at that time the Republic of Vietnam. I was there as a Lance Corporal, I was there as a sergeant, and then I was there as a second lieutenant. I have to tell you that there's a saying about the best and the worst of times, and I can tell you personally that Wayne Morris thinks my time in Vietnam was a few worse, but mostly the best. Some of the finest people I ever served with, some of the greatest times I ever had were in Vietnam.
And then we got Gunnery Sergeant McCormick, who was my platoon commander, and he was our platoon commander for, I can't remember exactly how long he was platoon. I want to say he was platoon commander for 2 months or more, and he made quite an impact on me. He was a very, very good, very strong Marine, and he made an impact on me and taught me a lot, not just about the Marine Corps and about the bush. This was his second tour in Vietnam, by the way, and he taught me not only a lot about the Marine Corps and about the bush, but about life itself. And I still correspond with him, not very often. We mainly just exchange Christmas cards now, but he's a retired sergeant major and lives in Peoria, Arizona. And I still exchange Christmas cards with him, still think the whole world of Gunny Mac. And now it's sergeant major, but he was going to always be Gunny Mac to me. So that was a very strong influence to me.
I came to realize that the South Vietnamese, who had been fighting, some of them had been fighting this war for a lot longer than we had been over there fighting it, got to the point where until the Americans came in to add their firepower and their support, tactical support, material support, and things like this, probably felt they were fighting a losing battle because they weren't getting supported while the North was. The North was being supported by certainly Russia and certainly the Chinese in a lot of cases. So as a result, when the Americans came into South Vietnam and started to build up, I'm sure there were some incidents where the Americans didn't do what they should have been doing in the manner that they should have been doing it. I can't and won't talk to those because I wasn't familiar with any of those situations. I personally did not see anything going on like had been reported in Americans' mainstream media.